Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles, and this is episode 34 of our series here on the Pichonniere Valley. I am setting a worker going on spraying. It is May, and as you can tell, it's raining. Not the best weather conditions, and not very realistic that we would do some of the work we're going to do today in these weather conditions, but the game doesn't penalize you for it. Now, Daggerwin and Chainsaw have been having terrible luck with rain because their crops are in a state where they need to be harvested. And they can't harvest in the rain because harvesting in the rain is one of the few things that this game will actually penalize you for. So they can't do it. Man, this makes it kind of hard to see these. Yeah, we cut our alfalfa here in this field the last time in the last episode, and you know, the last time we cut it, I got this windrower with the idea of pulling all these lines into make fewer lines for the baler to have to follow, and I still think probably in the end it probably comes out as kind of a wash, and because I have to spend time windrowing this too, and baling it, so I've just added another step into it. But psychologically, I think, for me at least, it makes a difference, and it makes it seem like the baling doesn't take as long, especially since luckily I have one of the square balers, and I have a square baler, and we can just keep moving, and it automatically dumps it out the back. I don't have to stop. I don't have to put the automatic drop on or anything like that. It just does it. So very lucky in that. In fact, I just today, before I was recording this, I was watching Daggerwin and Chainsaw's newest videos on this map, and Daggerwin actually went into the sale, and he was looking to see if there was a square baler, that would run continuously in the sale, and there was not. And he was saying that he kind of wishes there was, because that would be great. It would really speed things up and everything. So I'm very lucky to have had one for almost this entire time now. So since we started baling, I think that was the first baler that we had. I can't even remember if a baler was among our starting equipment that we had. I don't think it was. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was. I'm trying to remember whether Daggerwin and Chainsaw have the same baler, and if they do, well, I was going to say that might be a sign that we all started with that in our starting equipment. But then again, they've bought things since then, and both of them have bought the same kind of things. They both have the same kind of telehandler, even though the type of telehandler that they have is not the favorite of either one. But they still have it. So, and they think at this point, not really a viable thing to change it over to something else. So, okay. Let's see. Yeah, and they've been talking more about the imminent end of the series, and they're talking about the poplar harvest and when it will end, and they said that that with the poplar they figure they're probably gonna be harvesting that around December, January. January might be the best time to sell it, and then after that they have to go and they have to sell off they have to sell off all their land and all their equipment and everything so that they can get a final tally on all of their money. Now, I don't have to do that on here because I'm not really in competition with them. I am kind of following along, playing along, but I am, how much money I have left at the end is really immaterial in the scheme of things with what they're doing. So I don't necessarily have to do that because I'm not really going to compare it. And plus, I might come back to this series at some point. Some of you might know that I have had a series that I have done a few times now. A few episodes on a few different maps called Flashback Friday, and I went back to FS19 and I was doing some maps from FS19. I think I did, was it 2 different ones? I think I did 2 different ones anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And, so I did those 2 different maps. And then I did another map from a series, from my Mars series, that I was doing in FS22 after we had moved here to 25. Let's see if I can get around this corner. Okay. And after this, I think I can, that'll be the headland part done, and then I can start kind of going on the up and down. So yeah, that they're planning on ending there. So which means, so they said that they'll talk about the months after exactly when they're going to end. They think they'll talk about that after they harvest the poplar, and they'll have a better idea of kind of when they're going to sell it, when they're going to end, how much time they need to get all their stuff straightened out and everything before they. I'm going to go ahead and go across this bottom again, I think. Yeah, so that'll work. So yeah, we're really looking, if I follow the same kind of pattern, they will have already finished their series before I finish mine, because if I'm obviously I am a little bit behind them. So it looks like we will be ending in like February, March time is what they are currently talking about. Could go to April, who knows. So that's probably when I'm going to be ending my series as well. And now keep in mind that if I do kind of when they end theirs and I end mine, if I go back and I do sort of a kind of a comparison about truthfully, by then, I don't think there's going to be much of a comparison. Partially due to the fact that I have mods that they don't, that I have been using during this. I have probably made a lot more money and expanded the farm faster and everything, but take into consideration that they have also, I'm not even sure what number of episode they were on. They're in their mid 50s now, I think. So, and I'm on 34, so they are they're like 20 episodes ahead. So that's more than a year's worth of play, basically in game. So that is that's where that stands right now. Now, we didn't begin this episode with me emptying the goat milk. I actually did go down and empty the goat milk, and I started with that, and I put it in the storage. Nothing too exciting about that. While I was over there, I'm just gonna. Is that just? Yeah, I can get these two. Yeah. Yeah, I'll draw those together. I got those and put them in the storage. Now, something I discovered when I was down there, I looked over, I circled back the wagon, the low loader that I had, and the tractor back around, and I discovered that the bakery didn't have any bread. And and I went over and looked at it, and it is out of material. It has gone through all of the flour that it had, all the flour we had built up. It is processed all of it. Yeah, so that was a bit of a surprise. We also, if you remember, we don't have any flour left at our being produced by our mill, because it has run out of material there as well. We're waiting for some of our crops to grow and be harvested before I can add more to that. Now, another thing that Daggerwin and Chainsaw are talking about is that they're harvesting their fields right now, and I think Daggerwin, he had one field that he didn't get to that withered, and he went ahead and sold that because they're going to have to sell them all in the end anyway. So technically, for them, it doesn't matter. They are not planning on replanting any of the fields. When they're harvested, they don't have enough time. There's no sense in replanting any of the fields, so they won't have any of that to do. Like I say, I am starting. I may revisit this map and this, as already established in the series. I may, I'm not going to continue the series and keep doing, and suddenly start doing episodes again or anything like that, but I will maybe come back and do one of those flashback Fridays on this or something like that, and just continue with where we left off. So I want to leave a functional farm behind. I don't want to leave it with no crops in the field and nothing growing or anything like that. So so that is the state of how things are going to proceed from here on. We are short timing it. I think I've got something, I think I've got like 6 months or 6 or 7 months, I think, until my poplar is ready. And that, that translates to 1 episode per month. So, we may be looking at like 8-9 episodes. There's a lot that could happen in 8 or 9 episodes, I gotta say. So, anyway, I have yammered on while I've been doing this, and I am going to get the windrowing done off camera, and then I am going to start the baling. I may give you some snippets of that. I may bring you back at the end of it. I'm not going to show you the entire thing. I don't think there's any need to at this point. I do need to. I will After I finish this, I will go over and check the sprayer. I have several fields that need to be sprayed, so I will move that when it needs to be moved and refill it as it needs to be refilled. And then I will be back with you in just... Oh, wait a minute. I turned a little bit too sharp there. I almost didn't get this. Anyway, I'm going to finish this, and then I'll be back with you probably, you know, because we've got the windrowing, the baling, and then the wrapping in this field left to do. I may do the baling today, and I don't know how we're going to be doing on time. I've also got that load of wood chip that I need to sell today, so we've got to fit that in somewhere. Also, I'm going to take you down to our new forest that we have planted and show you that we have had a growth event. So anyway, I will see you all in just a little bit. Okay, that's all the baling done. I'm just getting those bales out of there, and I have one partially made one in there. It's a lot of bales as usual, and also as usual, I completely forgot to reset the bale counter. It's currently showing 83, but that's also going to include the last ones we did. Sure seems like there are 83 on that field, though. Felt like it while I was doing it. The good news, the rain has stopped, and so we should see sunny skies for the rest of the day as far as I know. Look at our mustard here, looking much more colorful. I like seeing that. It's getting closer. I think 2 months or something like that, I think, before it's going to be ready. Nope, I better get down here so I can see my tractor. Yeah, getting through all the leaves there. You may have seen, I think I probably put some of that in, I'm putting some of that in a time lapse, and if I did, then you saw that I had to go over and I finally remembered to go over and check on my sprayer, and I wish I had done it sooner because it was sitting over there, as usual, up against a tree. I'll run around and find it down here. I did move it up to this field. Oh, it's right there, up against some trees. Some ones that I thought, no, I don't need to take those out. I mean, why would I need that? I mean, nothing's ever going to come down around there, are they? Need to take all the trees off, you know. Maybe is there a thing where I can just, you know, get rid of all the trees on the map? I wanted to leave some of these, but no, workers. Yeah, run into that one too. Are there any more? How? Where in the heck are you going? They aren't supposed to get off the fields. I thought that was one of the upgrades that... thought that was one of the things Giants did to fix all this. God, they are really bugging me now. Oh, and into a telephone pole. Yeah, I hired obviously the stupidest worker in the game to do this. So... yeah, AI worker was stopped manually. You would have stopped him too. Oh, don't try me, car. Don't try me right now. Really? Trying to get back in the field where it should have been the entire time. And still, one tree that I didn't take out is going to stop me. Okay. I don't know if this has been done, hasn't been done. I don't know. I'm going to go around this bit here and... I don't know. I mean, hopefully it did the middle, maybe. I'll go around this outside bit and then I'll check the map and see. Yeah, I've got one more field that I need sprayed. And I was really planning on a worker doing it. And they are not filling me with any confidence here. Okay, that is done. Does it have enough herbicide? And oh yeah, okay. I was about to say, if I go this way, can I find the field or find the road that goes back down, you know, close to where my refill point is, and it's right here. So I'm going to get down there and refill it with herbicide, because that would be the thing that would stop me next. I'd put it on the next field, I'd turn it loose on a worker, and instead of, well, at least initially, instead of getting caught on a tree, it would run out of herbicide. And then after I refilled it, then it'll get caught on a tree. No. Sure. Okay, fill it with diesel. Good Lord. Now fill it with herbicide. Was it that low on diesel? I didn't notice that. I didn't even look. I just went ahead and told it to refill it because it was apparently not going to give it to me any other way. Okay, well, I'm going to get this over to the field and complain the entire way, so I'll go ahead and cut that out so you don't have to listen to it. You've probably listened to enough of that. I'll see you over at the field. Here in our new field, I planted corn, I believe it was, in this field. I'm not real confident. There are a lot of electrical poles along the way here. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it loose and hope that it does okay. I'm going to run back down the road and right up next to that other field that I was originally thinking that, you know, I would get back up there to the field where that sprayer was, and maybe it would still be going, and I would get the tractor that I've got sitting up here, because that's the one chip in it. So I am going to take that and take a drive up to the animal dealer and divest ourselves of 500,000 and 550,000 liters. That's how I say that. My brain wouldn't wrap around it there for a minute. So anyway, I'm going to drive up there to sell that, and I will bring you back when we're selling it. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we are coming up to the animal dealer. I did not check the price of the wood chip before I came up here, but it doesn't really matter, because one way or another we're going to overwhelm it just in volume. We have a lot of wood chip. So, and you know, these were the wood chips. Oh, I've hit that fence again. Help if I put it on the trailer. There we go. And watch this sell, and watch that money rocket up. $357,012 with $17,937 of the environmental score reward. I'll take that. That has put us as you can see, just under the $2 million mark again. We are, it's possible that we might hit that before the end of the episode. Okay, well, I'm going to take the trailer and the tractor here and get them back to the farm and get them put away. So I will join you then, and then we'll go check on our sprayer and see how it's doing. Okay, I am back up here at the cornfield looking for my sprayer. There it is. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Well, I like to see that. Hasn't encountered any obstacles. I should find some wood to knock on. That's may have just jinxed myself right there. Yep, I sure did. Because I can't even see that thing. Wherever it is, whatever it is. No, it's a tree right there. It'll hit another one. Yep, like that one right there. Yep. Okay, well, yeah, according to this, this map here, that is, yeah, just some areas around the outside here. Those appear to be the only places, so I will take it off of that tree since it is incapable of staying away from trees. Take it around this. Make them around here. Yeah, I just had a thought. You know, I don't know what map I'm going to be playing my next series on. But I just had a thought that maybe I want to find a map that doesn't have as many trees on it. I mean, they've been great for, you know, they've been great for adding money into our account and everything, but boy, have they been a real headache with workers. Okay, I'll try and get out to the edge, but stay away from those poles. If anybody would hit them, I will. Kind of shocked the worker hadn't hit them yet, but maybe they haven't been all the way around this edge yet. Okay, yay, no more poles to hit. Saving again. It won't even let me get out. Yeah, I just knew that I was going to be like across the road or something like that. Okay. And hopefully this will be the last bit, and that will be most of the weedy areas taken care of. Got pretty close to these trees down here too. Those are just bushes there. There's a fence there beyond the bushes. technically, I think that's a field that I could buy and then add to the size of this. But as yeah, there's a couple of places right on the edge, a little bit right there. Not going to worry about those. I'm going to consider that done. Let's see. Let's fold that up. Now, if I get back in here, I don't own that one, don't own that one, don't own either one of those. This one is just disappointing because that's where the tram lines were in it. So I think that's done. So last thing for me to do with this is to get it back over to the farm. So I'm going to get it back over to the farm, and then I'll catch you back up there. Okay, I put the sprayer back up, and I told you I was going to do this, so I am going to run down here, try and avoid running into a car. I'm going to run down here to our forest and show you the growth cycle that we have been through in our new forest. You can kind of see it across the way there. Just a glimpse of it. We'll round the corner, cross the bridge, and then we will be there. Okay. So these are all of our trees. See, they are in growth stage 2 out of 5. So, yeah, they're growing in pretty darn thick here. I think we got 2 of them kind of joined together here. Yeah, some of these got planted pretty close to each other. Be interesting to see how it lets that play out. So anyway, that is pretty much all I was going to do today. Let's see. I want to run across the way here. Let's see. What about this one? Oh yeah, I plowed that, so I don't need to worry about weeds in that one. Okay. Did I get a notification about that and I just missed it? Okay, well, looks like I need to empty the goat pen again of milk. Like I say, we're not selling that right now. We're just putting that into our storage. Let's see, while I am up here, I'm going to go ahead and, while I'm getting into this tractor anyway, do need to still sell our greenhouse product. Don't run into them, Charles. Okay, I think that's all that it will put on the trailer right now. Okay, 62,000, so we are back over 2 million. Let's go and get the rest of our goods to sell there. Okay, and this will be the last of this, and then I'll head down. I'll get the goat milk, put it in storage. Okay, so we're going to end the day here on 2,087,762. So all in all, pretty good day. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish a little bit early. Now, well, before I do want to talk about now Daggerwin in his series, talked about that he thinks he's kind of found his limit on the size that his farm can be with the number of fields that he has and things like that, because he just can't keep up with the harvesting and everything. I went ahead and counted it here a little while ago. We actually have let's see, we have 14. Yeah, we have 14 fields that we have something growing in. Now that includes our fields with grass and alfalfa, because technically we do have to harvest those and everything too. I don't know if either one of them has any grass fields right now. Yeah, and I don't discount the possibility of growing it even more. And is it possible that it's going to get too big for me to handle? Maybe. I think before the end of this series, I am going to go ahead and buy some more equipment. I'm definitely going to buy, I think, another harvester. I may do that in the next episode. We'll see what all I have to do in the next episode. What my list of things there seems to be. Okay, there we go. Milk in there. So anyway, that's where I'm going to cut this off. Going to end a little bit early, but we're done early. That's all I had planned to do today, and I think we've taken care of all the fields as much as we can. If you like the episode, then please go down below and hit the like button. If you have not subscribed already, then please go ahead and do so. And if you want to be notified for when I make new videos, just go down below and hit that bell. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.